Welcome to episode 12 of VPTV. I'm Holly Copsey of Virtually Priceless, and every week I share advice on productivity and my learnings from growing a business rapidly over the last 5.5 years. Today's episode was sparked by a recent discussion I had with a group of fantastic VAs where we shared the various ways in which we outsource different elements of our lives outside of work. Basically anything and everything that gives us more time to spend with family, on sports or hobbies, or to ensure we have more focused time for our businesses. So if you are struggling with overwhelm in your personal life or need to find a way of squeezing in a few more working hours to help build your business, this episode is for you. I know from my own experience that having more help in my personal life allows me more headspace and less stress, and therefore enables me to be a better parent and a more effective leader in my business. There are 3 specific areas in which I use outsourced support in my home life. Firstly, I have a cleaner for a few hours a week. There is nothing quite like walking back into the house on a Tuesday afternoon to an immaculate kitchen and sparkling floors and knowing the bathroom will be spotless when I head upstairs. This is probably the most common task to outsource at home, and if you don't do it already, then I strongly suggest you start. For a lot of people, it feels like extravagant spend, but think about what your time is worth and how you are spending it. And check out episode 3 where I talk about calculating your hourly rate if you want help on doing this. Secondly, around this time last year, I was feeling massively overwhelmed by our garden and how to keep on top of all the maintenance. We are very fortunate to have a large outdoor space of just under an acre, and it was out of control. We also had a couple of projects we wanted to make progress with, but after all the regular upkeep, there was no way that we were going to get to them. I realised I was spending less and less time out there, and where it had previously been somewhere I went for peace and tranquility, it was actually depressing me and making me feel anxious at all the things I wasn't doing. I even considered the idea of us moving, which was absurd given the garden was one of the main attractions when we bought it. So I bit the bullet and found a fantastic company to come in and blitz it, and then to visit every fortnight to keep up with the maintenance. This meant I had time to crack on with the other exciting projects, and also just to be able to wander out there of an evening and sit on the patio, just being able to enjoy the space. Finally, the latest task I've sought help with is my horses, and I now have someone helping with their daily care 5 mornings a week. Again, I found myself stressed and frustrated that I was spending more time doing the daily chores and looking after them than being able to enjoy them by going for a ride. So I brought someone in who could remove that pain point for me. It also means that when I'm away travelling with work or taking holiday with my family, that it's one less thing to organise and sort logistics for, as the help is already there and in place. Now, these are examples of specific tasks that I found a huge help in my own life, but there are many more that the group of VAs I mentioned suggested as well. These include things like the weekly shop being delivered, a housekeeper to help with chores such as washing, changing bedding, ironing and doing meal prep, a dog walker, taking delivery of recipe boxes such as Gusto or HelloFresh, using a PA for personal life admin, or even having your car balloting done at home. So try to think about the pain points which either cause you the most frustration, are the most time consuming, or even are just things you'd rather not be doing. You may not be able to outsource all these things in one go, but start somewhere and then look for other opportunities as you move forward, particularly if you regularly feel like you don't have enough hours in the day. For me, the impact of personal support means less stress, improved mental well-being, and the ability to have greater focus on my work. Remember, it boils down to physics. The lighter the load you carry, the farther you can go. I really hope today's video has given you some inspiration. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next week for episode 13.